Hotels, they're meant to be our escape, a break from chaos, a peaceful pause in our journey. Soft beds, warm lighting, and that eerie kind of silence that only exists in hotel corridors after midnight. But what if that silence isn't empty? What if it's hiding something? What happens when the stillness is disturbed, not by footsteps, but by whispers, soft, chilling whispers that call your name when no one is there? Behind every "do not disturb" sign lies a story. Some rooms were never meant to be reopened. Some mirrors reflect more than just your face. Some guests check in and never leave. Tonight, I'm going to take you inside two such real-life horror stories. Not fiction, not rumors. These tales come from people who live to tell them barely. And after tonight, the next time you hear a knock on your hotel door at 3 a.m., you might think twice before answering. These are the rooms where nightmares didn't end. They began. Room 313, The Man in the Mirror. Fade into old hotel exterior in the hills' cloudy skies, distant thunder. Anya was a solo traveler from Delhi. A content creator and an introvert, she loved old architecture and silent escapes. So when she stumbled upon a heritage hotel in Shimla, built in the 1800s, she knew it was perfect. At check-in, she was offered room 313. The receptionist hesitated before handing her the key. This room hasn't had guests in a while. Some people say it's unlucky. But if you're okay, it's yours. Anya, always skeptical of superstitions, laughed it off. Unlucky rooms make for lucky stories. But what she didn't know was that room 313 had a reputation. Cut to room 313. Dim lights, vintage furniture, a large antique mirror directly across from the bed. That first night, Ayanya felt observed. While brushing her hair, she thought she saw a silhouette in the mirror, standing right behind her. She turned quickly. Nothing. She even checked the bathroom, under the bed, nothing. But then, at exactly 3:13 a.m., she jolted awake. A cold gust of wind had swept through the room, though the windows were shut. And then she saw it. The mirror was fogged and written in it, as if by a finger, ISEEYOU. She screamed, ran down to the reception, but no one was there. Not a soul in sight. No lights. Just the distant sound of water dripping. Next morning, she demanded to see the CCTV footage. The manager nervously agreed. The footage showed her sleeping peacefully. No writing on the mirror. No screaming, nothing. But the last 5 seconds of the recording? A glitch. A frame that showed a man standing in the mirror. With no eyes. Just a wide, stitched smile. The Whispering Hallway, room 206. In 2015, Rakesh and Priya, newly married, booked a quiet hilltop hotel for their honeymoon. The views were breathtaking, the staff warm, the room cozy. They were given room 206, a corner suite with a long hallway outside. On their second night, Priya woke up to a soft sound. A voice, faint, like someone murmuring just outside their door. At first, she thought it was someone talking on the phone. But then she heard it clearly. Priya, come with me. It's cold. So cold. Startled, she shook Rakesh awake. Do you hear that? Someone's calling me. Rakesh pressed his ear to the door. Nothing. But when he opened it, the hallway was wet. Dripping wet, like someone had just walked through after being submerged in water. They called reception. An elderly manager arrived, pale-faced. You're in 206? He pauses. A long, uncomfortable silence fills the air. Then he leans in slightly, voice dropping to a near whisper. We don't usually book that room anymore. Not since what happened. Most of the staff won't even go near it. It was about 8 years ago. A young couple checked in newlyweds. They had just returned from their wedding in Delhi, and this was their honeymoon spot. They were glowing, laughing, completely in love. You know the kind of happiness that feels untouchable. But on the third night, the husband stepped out to get dinner. Just a quick walk down the road. He said she was relaxing in the bath, maybe even fell asleep. He was gone, maybe 45 minutes. When he returned, everything was quiet. Too quiet. The lights were off. The room was cold. The bathroom door was shut, but steam was seeping out from underneath. He knocked once, twice, no answer. When he opened the door, he found her. Brief pause. Background, the soft sound of dripping water, echoing. She was in the bathtub fully dressed, hair floating like seaweed around her face. Her skin had turned pale blue, lips parted, eyes wide open. But it wasn't just that. Her face wasn't looking up. She was staring straight at the mirror, directly across from the tub. And her right hand was pressed against the foggy glass. Like she'd been trying to write something, trying to leave a message. The water was still running. But here's the part no one could explain. The tub was nearly empty. The drain was wide open, yet it was bone dry underneath. No water damage. No sign of overflow. And the mirror? He swallows hard. It had scratch marks. Tiny, thin, frantic lines. Not like from a nail. More like something sharp. Like she was clawing from inside the mirror. The husband left that night. Checked out without a word. He never even came back to collect her belongings. Vanished. Since then, guests in 206 have reported hearing water running in the middle of the night. Some have seen steam slipping out from under the bathroom door, even when no one's inside. But the worst? The ones who hear a woman's voice crying, whispering from behind the mirror. "Come back. You said you'd never leave me." Priya demanded to check out. The manager quietly agreed and had them moved to another room. But as they were leaving, Priya heard it one more time faint, right behind her. "You were supposed to stay with me." Hotels carry echoes. Some are joyful. Others, full of pain. A few still whisper their stories through walls, mirrors, and midnight air. So, the next time you hear something strange in a hotel room, don't just shrug it off. Because not every guest checks out. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.